Hi, Dr. Flair. I'm really excited to share the highlights from my assignment, the person and the paraprofessional. So I have my computer here to the side just to glance at those slides, but I really hope to speak from my heart because I have taken this video a few times and I keep getting hung up on things, but I really just hope to communicate my true heart and passion for this work and the reason that I'm a part of it and the way that the Lord has led me here to pursue an education and career in behavioral health, and hopefully one day to obtain my master's degree in social work. And so if you'll look the second slide, those beautiful little faces are the driving force behind this decision. What started as a simple after-school program in an at-risk community became the opportunity for me to dive headfirst into life with these beautiful people and their families, and acting as Uber driver, sister, chef, mother, you name it. I've acted in that role, not only as a physical neighbor, but just being able to be intertwined with their lives. And it has been the biggest blessing of my life the past 8 years. But unfortunately, along with that, I've had the front row seat to witness tragedies and injustice inflicted upon them by people and systems that are not serving them and are not committed to serving people like them. And so in that fiery rage, I went to the Lord and said, how do I fix this and what can I do? And I felt like I'm supposed to be part of the change that I wish to see. And although it's a big picture dream, I hope that no matter what I do with this career in the future, that I am a part of bridging the gap for people who are on the outskirts and margins of society, regardless of their race, their gender, their sexual orientation, their socioeconomic status, that I'm part of bridging the gap for those people to the fair and equitable services that they deserve. I believe in the Jesus of the Bible, and I take him seriously when he said in Matthew 25:40, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters, you did for me. That has been, like I said, the driving force behind this decision and has really driven me to focusing on these morals and harnessing these morals of equality, empathy, peace, compassion, and justice in my work. I hope and pray, that those morals are the driving force behind a lot of my actions, but especially as I think about working professionally and maintaining ethical boundaries in my future career. I really hope these are at the first and the forefront of my work. And I can see these playing out in a list of really impactful ways, but the few that I really hope to embody in my practice are that I'm holding a safe and peaceful space for people to come and be themselves and bring their real experiences, whatever those look like, in order to elevate them and to help them thrive and pursue healing and wholeness that I believe we all have access to and we all should have access to. So that looks like harnessing these values to promote fairness and advocacy and non-discriminatory treatment in my work, serving clients of all backgrounds, and connecting them with the services and programs that they need to achieve healing and wholeness. And so as much as we can harness those beliefs and those morals for the good, and I hope that I do that in my practice, it was really good to take a step back and evaluate how maybe my really strong beliefs in these things can kind of pendulum swing me to the other side and potentially maybe harm the people that I hope to serve. And that can manifest itself through imposing my personal beliefs, getting frustrated when clients don't share those, avoiding necessary confrontations because of my strong adherence to peace. I sometimes will not bring up important things because I don't want to rock the boat, I don't want to offend, but then that's not helping or serving clients, as well as countertransference and blurring of professional boundaries, becoming too invested in a client's situation that I am projecting my own experiences or the experiences of my loved ones on them and just assuming that it's going to take the same path when everyone is different and every experience is different. And so kind of along those same lines, adhering so strongly to things can also form biases, even though I feel like I'm upholding some righteous morals by really adhering to justice and empathy and compassion and really noble values. I've seen the kind of transverse of that manifesting itself through things like confirmation bias in group and empathy bias, the halo effect bias, negativity bias, just thinking that because these people that I hope to serve are kind of the underdogs, thinking that they can do no wrong and kind of taking on that victim complex in a way and letting that be the motivating factor and not really being able to hear anything else, not being open to other people's perspectives if they don't align completely with mine. And so looking forward, that's something I really hope to avoid because it could negatively influence the treatment of my clients. But it was cool to see that although it could be negative, we can positively harness these biases for the benefit of clients in order to reinforce their strengths, to build trust and therapeutic relationship with them, to deepen my emotional connection with them, and to identify like critical areas of intervention that I need to take. So it was good to be aware of that. But just really in conclusion, I, throughout this whole assignment, just saw that it's not simply the presence of morals and adhering to ethical guidelines and practice, but that aligning my professional morals with ethics is crucial to best serve my clients. And my ultimate hope is that Christ may be glorified through my work and that I would be loving people like he has called me to love them. So I hope that came through, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation.